What's up, guys? Winner Kills here. Welcome back to another episode of Open Game State. Today we've got quite a few topics to talk about, and I'm pretty excited to get going on some of these. As you can see here on the screen, we're gonna go ahead and get started without further ado. Obviously, as you can see on the screen, we have this this poster over here, which I saw on Twitter this morning. And I've been really wanting to pick up Photon Galaxy again because I knew, and I made some videos in the last Open Game State, that there are some new support that Photons are getting, and it's actually pretty decent for the most part, like really good support. And I was thinking, like, you know, when are we gonna get this support? And I see this poster on Twitter this morning. The org Twitter posted this poster, haha, and I see on here number 90 Photon Lord, I think that's his name or something like that. It's a really good rank 8 we're getting, and it's coming out in Battles of Legend, Relentless Revenge, as well as some other cards. I know there's like an Altergeist card coming out, or some Altergeist cards, and some other cards as well, as you can see here, as depicted on the poster art. So that's pretty cool, and really excited that. And we have a release date as well on June 29th. I'll probably pick up a set of this, as you know, as far as I'm concerned. We see a lot. If we see, you know, more Photon support in this, like Photon Vanisher, Advancer, Photon Hand, and some of the other Photon Trap cards we're getting, I'd pick this up because, me personally, I'm going to buy the Photon Galaxy deck again. I had it many years ago in the past, and recently, not recently, but got rid of it last year when I got rid of a bunch of bulk, just to clean out some things. But I kind of regret doing that because now I really want to play the deck again now that they're getting new support, and it's actually really good. Photon Hand is like, it's literally a snatch steal. If you have a Photon or a Galaxy card on your field, it's literally snatch steal, except you don't pay 1,000. It's just busted. And then I was gonna just talk about this poster, but we have this poster here as well, and it's coming out on July 13th. It's the starter deck Codebreaker. Nothing really special about this other than that Linkuriboh is getting reprinted. If you see here, let me go ahead and move this over a bit. You see down there, Linkuriboh getting reprinted. So that's really exciting if you ask me. So definitely looking forward to that. 100%. Because that card is pretty expensive right now. I think it's like 40 something. So it'd be nice to have at least a reprint for that card. So if you're looking forward to getting a Linkuriboh, wait no longer than July 13th. Pick up a structure deck. You'll pay $10 for a Linkuriboh. And there you go. As well as some other cards that come in here. It says, Codebreaker introduces basics of dueling with cards that are strong and easy to understand. New duelists can learn the basics of Link summoning using Code Talker, Link monsters. Then use the starter deck as a base to build their own unique deck by collecting Cyburst monsters and Code Talker, Link monsters, blah, blah, blah. But I just see Linkuriboh there, so that's pretty cool. So the other thing I really wanted to talk about in this video was decks that I'm going to be playing in the future. I know I've been playing a lot of Mermail lately, but I've been picking up decks behind the scenes that I've been personally wanting to play for a long time on the channel, etc., just to play in general and to have fun with. And those decks consist of Photon Galaxy, Spellbooks, and possibly Goki Nightmare. I don't know if I'll end up picking that deck up. Still kind of undecided at this moment. But I've got a couple of deck lists I wanted to show you. And that's why I wanted to talk about this poster specifically, because Photon Lord is such a good card. The rank 4 we're getting is so nice. And we're getting Hyperstar in Cybernetic Horizon, which is something else I wanted to talk about. It's coming out in Cybernetic Horizon. And I also wanted to play Cyber Dragon Invoke, so it helps that we're getting all that new Cyber Dragon support, which is super cool. And after this, we're going to go into some deck lists I have to show you guys, just to give you an idea of what I'm thinking for some of these deck lists, at least to start right now. They're still all probably, I would say, work in progress, but they're definitely getting there. And this Battles of Legend Relentless Revenge set gives me a lot of hope, because if we can get Photon Hand, if we can get Photon Lord, all these awesome cards in this set, it's going to be super hyped. I cannot wait for June 29th. It's going to be a great day. But let's go ahead and show you guys the deck lists. Okay, so this is one of the deck lists that I wanted to show you guys. So this is just a basic list, including a very small amount of some stuff that we do not have yet. But obviously, Number 90 Galaxy has Photon Lord, is confirmed. Hyperstar, confirmed for Cybernetic Horizon. These cards, I'm not sure, but I can imagine we'll see them in that Battles of Legend set that Photon Lord is coming out in. But this is basically the build. Right now we got Triple Galaxy Knight, Triple Soldier, Photon, Dragon, Triple Galaxy Wizard, Triple Thrasher, and Double Vanisher. This card's pretty cool. It just helps to set up some rank 4 plays. Triple Expedition as always, trade-ins, Photon Sanctuary, because it's a free Hyperstar. Yes, you can't special summon anything other than light monsters, but every single monster that you could possibly summon is light, so it's a win-win. Really doesn't restrict you in any way, shape, or form. And then I said the Photon Sanctuaries, the Zeros, the Pot of Desires, the Return of the Dragon Lords, which is so good in this deck, Upstart, Soul Charge, Rhoda, Reborn, and then some Solemns to sort of wrap everything up. But if you're looking for a really fun deck to play in the future and something that isn't going to be extremely expensive, I highly recommend picking this up and investing in some of the Cyber Dragon cards that are going to be coming out, and as well as picking up some of the stuff right now, because I don't know, how much hype will be created around this deck. It's been in and out for the past couple of years. I think it's a really cool deck, and it can play some really strong rank 8s, rank 5s, and rank 4s. I mean, I guess this isn't a super strong rank 4, but it does what it needs to do for the deck's purpose. And then Hyperstar, my man is like straight cooked out of his fucking mind right here, but yeah. Makes all your lights gain 500 attack and defense. You can easily end Hyperstar, Felgrand, number 38. That's a really strong first turn board. Pretty simple lineup though. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the spellbook lineup that I have. If I could find it, there it is. So this is the spellbook that I have in mind. The only thing I think that's probably going to be different about this build is maining 2 Kaiku, because I think that card's really strong. I think maining the double Called By is like a must in a sense, because you lose hard to Ash and Droll. So I think that's a necessary thing, as well as Grand Tower, very vulnerable to things like Ghost Ogre. And then you can play Secret Village in this deck so well. If you can just end on a Priestess with a set Fate Wisdom and Secret Village, you're just golden, honestly. It's such a hard field for a strong deck like Brandish to break. Like, this deck just easily beats Brandish if you open up really well. I play the dualities just to have more consistency, the Upstart, the Triple Reckless, and of course the Triple Knowledge, because you do need to dig into your cards, or you'll find that you have very slow and bricky turns. Side deck right now is pretty interesting. It can be very competitive. You can side in things like Shrub Serpent, aka Waking the Dragon, and Ghost Reapers with this huge extra deck, because the extra deck does not matter until we get Crowley, Origin of Prophecy. This card right here, I don't know when this is coming out, but this card is going to be insane for the deck. 2 spellcasters. You can reveal 3 spellbook cards with different names from your deck. Your opponent randomly picks one to add to your hand. So basically, it's a spellbook of Crescent, just that you can link into, and then each turn, 1 level 5 or higher spellcaster monster you can normal summon can be normal summon can be summoned without tribute. And this was a really cool card that I was thinking about playing. It's this Iceberry, medium of the Iceberry. It's a level 7 spellcaster. If your opponent controls 4 more cards than you do, you can summon this card from your hand. Obviously not the thing you're wanting to look at, but your opponent can only activate 1 spell trap a turn. So this is some kind of little spicy tech you could throw in there if you really wanted to make this deck. Just if you just really hate Brandish, go ahead and throw this in once we get Crowley, because you can get it on the board no problem. Search it with Justice. Actually, I don't know if you can search it with Justice, but you might be able to special summon it off Grand Tower if this dies, if you got plenty of spellbooks engraved. You just need 7 spellbooks, and then you get this effect. If this card destroyed and sent to your graveyard, you can special summon 1 spellcaster type monster from your hand or deck whose level is less than or equal to the number of spellbook cards in your graveyard. Free, really? It's just free. You can also summon Demok. It's another card I was thinking about playing. Dark Magician of Chaos. This guy right here, because he's actually honestly not too bad. Even with the errata in place, this card's actually pretty decent, and that's why I'm really excited to play this deck. It's a nostalgia factor, and I just love the way spellbooks play. I love the way they look. Just a great deck all around. I'm really excited to play it and show for you guys, because I think you'll enjoy it. And this is the last deck. Obviously, with getting some support in the OC or in the Cybernetic Horizon, Cyber Dragon Invoked is a deck that I was thinking about playing. This is just a rough build. It's probably not the greatest, I understand, but it's just, you know, your basic Cyber Dragon Invoked deck. The extra deck isn't completely finished, but, you know, you can main the Mecha Fleet. You have instant access to that. You know, Brandish, they play that engine to out cards, but you own that engine because you play triple Cyber Dragon. You play the double Mecha Fleet. You can play Mechaba, Cyber Twin, you know, Rampage Dragon, Infinity, Seeger, and Clifford Genius with all these other really good cards in the main deck. And I think it's going to be a nice, slow-paced stun deck to play. And I definitely am probably going to be picking this up in the future as well. So that is pretty much it for the deck list that I wanted to show you. I think, did I have one other thing? No, I think that's all I wanted to talk about. I had to check my whiteboard because I wrote the topics down and then what I wanted to talk about for this video. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. I hope you're enjoying the open game stage series. I really love making these because I can just sit down and just talk about whatever and for however long, and I can get a bunch of topics out of the way. YCS New Jersey is this weekend. Some of my friends are going, so wish them luck. Playing Brandish, I think, and some True Draco. At least a couple of my friends are, and hopefully they do well. And I probably will be getting a profile from my friend. If he'll probably only want to do a profile if he tops, which is understandable if you ask me. But yeah, wanted to give you guys a little update on some cool things coming out. Obviously, Cybernetic Horizon. The other set that's coming out, which is Battles of Legend, Relentless Revenge. Really, really hyped for that set. Cybernetic Horizon. 3 new decks that I'm trying to pick up. Like I said, I have pretty much... and this Hand Loop deck. It's basically like Synchro Fusionist, but with Link era. I owe this to one of my Discord members for thinking this deck up. I don't know where he got it from, but... we're very close to being able to build this deck IRL, so we'll have some content up with this. Goki Nightmare, not this build right here. This is a build that I was thinking about playing as well. Since I have most of the Nightmare stuff, pretty much all of it actually, just need to pick up some Isolds and the Goki stuff, and we're pretty much there. But this is a list that I had in mind. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about on today's episode, or this rendition of Open Game State. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Hope you're having a great day. As always, guys, I want to kill signing out. We'll see you in the next one.